Hello YouTubes, this is Grimweird coming back at you with more Enigmatica 2 Expert Mod Pack playthrough action for Minecraft 1.12.2. As always, we are joined by our adventurous avatar, Zombie Steve. And rather than sit around and watch my void miners, because that's what I've been tempted to do, we're going to go ahead and see if we can go to the Twilight Forest for our first time. Whoa! Well, that was exciting. Okay. That was a little bit more energetic than I had expected. But yeah, we made a 2x2 of water, surrounded it by flowers, some of which just blew up, and threw a diamond in it, and away we go. So I am bringing some supplies. I've got some soul vials in case I want to capture anything that drops a lot of stuff. I got some golden lassos in case I want to bring anything back as alive as breeding stock or pets. I'm going to change my sword to bind over there, but let's just head on in. This will be my first time in Twilight Forest. Basically all that I know about it is that there's some bosses to fight and stuff to do, and right away I can see, since all the chickens seem to have disappeared in my overworld, I'm going to grab a pair of chickens for breeding stock in case I need them or any feathers or eggs, or want to try for a basilisk egg, or sorry, a cockatrice egg. So I'm going to grab a couple of them right off the bat. I don't think the angel ring will work here. Yeah, so that's not going to work. Let's see if the map works here. Yeah. So can I create a point here? Portal. Alright, that seems to work. Good, good. I'm not sure if it's night and day here, or if there is, if it's just always twilight or what. About the only thing I know is I looked through at Twilight, because I had heard that there was supposed to be some sort of map that you were supposed to get that helps you find things. So I did find a blank magic map that takes a magic map focus, which is a raven feather and torchberries and glowstone. I should have brought a glowstone with me, but we can always teleport back and forth. So fireflies, those are cool looking. We got rabbits. At least on our journey map, I'm not seeing anything that looks too much like a structure. Maybe something up in here. Maybe that. So yeah, I guess we just start wandering around. So I guess we need to watch for... Oh, that's the thing I wanted to do. I want to clear some of the shrubs out of the way here. And I want to make about this spot my sword teleportation point. Dimension 7. Neat. So let's test that and make sure that's going to work. Yay. That works. So, let's see. Pardon me if I have to cough again. Sorry, tickle in my throat. So yeah, I guess we just start going around and killing things and looking for stuff to do. Let's see, we're gonna start by trying to find a raven. What's that under there? Something underground. That looks like a bat. I hate bats. Different music, that's sort of cool. If I was coming here early in the game, I would probably build a shelter and go through that whole rigmarole. But to be quite honest, with this laser gun and this armor, I'm feeling like I'm sort of, on it. I'm not expecting too much trouble here. Place looks pretty cool. Kind of canopy tree wood. Digging the different music. Just a bunch of tiny birds. Forest raven. So we'll probably have to teleport back and forth a bit because I do have Global Traveler on my gun, which means well, that's a big ass tree. Twilight oak. So if that did drop a raven feather, it will have gone to my ME system back in the other dimension, I assume. So I guess we'll just wander around for a bit, kill some birds, open some room up on the map, look around for stuff to explore. And then when I've killed quite a few of the ravens, I will run back and see if we have enough feathers and stuff. Oh, I'm also supposed to be watching for torchberries. So I haven't seen anything that screams berries to me. But we can keep an eye out for those. Starting to get a ways away from my portal, so I'm going to try and bring things back around a bit. Do sort of a circle. Torchberries, torchberries. What's that? A wolf. What's that? So the mystical flowers from Botania grow here. That's sort of cool. So another thing we want to do, what's that over there? Another thing we want to do is make a mine down to bedrock here and see if draconium really spawns here. Thought I saw something glowing over here. That torchberry, yay. I guess I'm going to go down here. I cannot fly, so I got to make sure I can get back up. It's amazing how fast you can get used to having that angel ring. All right. There was another torchberry in here somewhere, I think. Is that it? Oh, there it is. Wonder what you do if you break them or harvest them. Guess we'll try breaking them. Hey, there we go. Not sure what's going on there, but shoot first and ask questions later. That's my motto. Might be sort of cool to go make myself pick up a couple more of these. I think I only needed one, but may as well pick up more. I wonder if there's if the cave illuminators work here. Those might be handy for stuff, so I might want to make a couple cave illuminators, bring them along. So I'm going to look around for a few more ravens, and then we'll teleport back and see if we can make a map. So I got glowstone back home, got silver wood here, pumpkins, holes. Yeah, so I didn't not notice much of a difference. It was nighttime when we were running around, and now it's supposedly daytime. So I think the Twilight Forest moniker is meaningful. Those are sort of cool. I don't know if I'm supposed to kill them and get stuff from them, or if they're just there for fun. Tiny birds. Now, for those of you who have already been to, what's that? Looks dangerous. Cicada. Cool. Oh, what's over here? Looks like something, some sort of building. Yeah, we got something over there. So that's sort of cool. What do we think? Do we want to... I feel like I need to make a map first and foremost. So I think I'll come back in a bit. What's that? Wild boar? You gonna pester me? Apparently not. There's one more forest raven. I think it's time to go look and see if we can make a map now. And then come back and do something a bit more adventuresome than just wandering around. This is sort of a good thing potentially, since I want to get down near bedrock and look for draconium ore. That's going to give me a good path down quite a ways. We're already at Y31, so down there at the bottom of that ravine is probably actually fairly close to bedrock, I guess. I'm not sure if the numbering system is the same. It'd be sort of cool to maybe tame some wolves into dogs. I haven't seen any wolves in the overworld. I've seen a few timber wolves, but that was before I got golden lassos, so I haven't really had much opportunity to tame something and make a dog, but it would be cool to do that. Look around just a bit more here. Lots of holes in the ground. I think there's bunches of biomes here too, although currently the biome we're in seems pretty large. And without flight, I'm not sure how much exploring I'm going to do here. Guess it all depends on what I find and if it's interesting. I would like to at least find some of the bosses. Chickens! I'm digging the music. Alright, looks like we've got a different biome over this direction. There's enough animals here and wood here. This probably would have been a pretty cool place to come early on. There doesn't seem to be a lot of monsters spawning around me. So this probably would have been a pretty safe and nice place to come much earlier. Basically as soon as you get a diamond, which would have been pretty much dictated by your harvest level. Oh, hey, we have a spawner in here. What does it spawn? Skeleton druid. That's another thing I did bring along with me is some cardboard boxes. I think I was going to make more, but I think I forgot to make more. But I do have 3. So I'm going to go ahead and try to snag this. In case I want it for later. I don't know what this stuff drops really. So maybe that's nothing better or more exciting than a normal skeleton, but at least if I have it, I can investigate it. So now we're in Oak Savanna, a little more clear line of vision. But yeah, the lack of things spawning above ground here. Oh, and here's another thing. All right, let's head back, and I think we're probably about halfway through this episode, so probably best that I head back and see if we got a raven's feather or whatever it was to make our map, and then come back and hit one of these structures. Hey, 13 raven feathers, so we are good to go. So if I were to, where's the map? Here and here, and do this, yes. And then if I were to do this, yes. We've got a map. I'll throw this stuff away here. Guess throw that in there. Wonder if I have enough stuff to make more cardboard boxes. Yeah, so we'll bring a few more of those. Bring any spawners we find home for future investigation. All right. I think that was it. So let's see, my sword should take us back there. Have I mentioned I like brown magic? Other than every single time I use it. Alright, let's get out that map and see what we're looking at here. Alright, this appears like some of the old maps that I used to use years ago. So, looks like there's 3 of whatever those are. I did see pictures of monsters. Those might be Naga, maybe? I don't know. And I think those little white things are big or small caves that you can go explore. Right now, why don't we just head to, looks like there's something in this direction that is the closest structure. So we've got that on our journey map. Let's run over there and see what kind of trouble we can get into. But yeah, given the lack of armored zombies and armored skeletons spawning here, I think if I were to play through this again, now that I've seen what this place is like, kobold. It's a funny noise. Don't know what that light was, but whatever. I might try to come here as soon as I could do a diamond. The diamond didn't take too long to get as a harvest level, especially if you run around to a variety of villages and look for black quartz. I think black quartz could mine diamond, if I recall correctly. Maybe not. This structure looks cool. I like the textures on this. Might have to try and chisel to some of these textures if I get around to building a real base outside, or outside instead of just having my cave. So where's the entrance on this bad boy? Maybe we'll just make one. So it looks like a maze. Whoa! Oh, that's a scary looking beast. Charges. All right. Well, I'm not sure what it drops because my global traveler took care of that. Looks like when it charges, it breaks blocks too. Interesting. I wonder if that's the only one that was in here. I hear other stuff roaming around. Looks like it might be underground though. Wonder if there's some sort of underground layer that you're supposed to go into after this. This place looks totally cool. The vast differences in textures make this wall look a little busy, but very cool nonetheless. I almost shot the crap out of these chickens. Startled me. So I think there are things like Naga scales that you can make Naga scale armor with. There's a wolf. I think I'm going to grab a wolf. Tame it for a dog pet for later. And actually, let's grab two and maybe breed them. I have a ton of name tags that I got from chests and whatnot. I'll have to look up. I don't remember how to tame them exactly. I think it's feed them raw meat or cooked meat, something like that. Alright, so I'm thinking it was only the one Naga in here, which is probably fine if you're here early in the game. It took multiple hits with my laser gun to kill that, which is not something I'm used to anymore. This laser gun's fairly deadly. See if there's anything here that looks like it might be a door or anything. Not seeing anything. I think there's some caves underground, but I think the Naga was the reason to be here. And it is an ex-Naga. It is quite dead. So how are we doing on time? We're probably got time to hit another one. Let's take out our map, see what we got. So up to the north there's another picture of some dude with a crown. So why don't we head that direction? Pardon me while I cough again. Alrighty. So looks like it's probably on the other side of my portal, so I'm going to jump us most of the way there. Check the map again to get my bearings. And then head north towards whatever that green thing is, and then beyond it, the guy with the crown. I try to keep these at around a half an hour, but we might go 45 minutes or so just to give this a fair shake. It's not like I have to explore the whole thing and finish the whole thing today. There might be another episode where I come back here and do more. Definitely going to do some mining here. Although you guys probably don't want to watch me drill down to bedrock and look around, so I'll probably do that off camera and then show you the results and show you what I see. So it's off this direction. So I should probably break out my slime shot and my glider. That just occurred to me. I'm already spoiled by having that angel ring. Lots of holes in the ground. Are we close to whatever was on the map? Something off this direction. Maybe, maybe not. Aha. This looks entertaining. We got a spawner. That's a swarm spider. Pretty sure I don't like the sound of that. I'm pretty sure I don't need whatever's in it. I think I'm going to go through and clean up some of these spawners before I get too carried away with looting. My armor makes me pretty darn tough, but I don't want to get too cocky. Yeah, here a spider. Hostile wolf. Whoa, whoa, whoa. It's a good thing I'm tough. A wolf explosion. All right. I think we may be fairly safe at this point. No, there's another spider somewhere. All right. Let's take a look at what we got. I need to break out a backpack and start stowing some of this stuff. I'm going to store all this stone. Some of it looks interesting. Naga stone. Keep those out. All right, what do we got? That's all sort of boring. So I'm going to leave that alone. That's all sort of boring. You can always use more cactus though. Should be some more chests here. Yep, I've already looked in that one. Nothing too horribly exciting there. Yeah, some of these guys. Feathers. I can't remember how many feathers I have at home. Probably not a huge amount. And there was some more over by the dogs, or the hostile wolves, I should say. Whoa, okay, you do not want to try and cut through the maze. Apparently. Boy, do I have melons back home. So it looks like I'm not getting anything hugely useful for me at this point in the game. So I'm just going to leave most of that there. And we've already checked those. Let's double check up here real quick. See if there's anything in this other corner. Oh, looks like that's roughly it. All right. So I think I'm a bit out-leveled for this stuff so far, except for maybe the bosses. But it's still cool. Ooh, there's a big tower, so we're still looking for this guy. Guy with the crown on his head. Ooh, and I see more stuff off in the distance too. So let's go ahead and go see what's going on over there. I should break out my slime sling and glider, see if that works here. Let's see, I'll do it like that. Yeah, that works. Get us through this a bit faster. Those things look cool. Firefly jar. I like the looks of those. Definitely something I might steal if I were earlier in the game. Oh, there's stuff in there. Where's the door? Colorful sheep. I'm not seeing a door. Maybe you're supposed to just make your own. What is that? That is a skeleton spawner. Do not need that. Nice picture in there. Go ahead and throw down a torch there just to remind me where I came in from. Oh, this is a cool structure. I'd sort of forgotten about these paintings. Got Donkey Kong, big flaming skull, whatever the heck that is. That one always sort of creeped me out. Oh, this is another reason to come here pretty early in the game, is to get a lot of books, apparently. A lot of bookcases. A lot of cactus, too. That's pretty cool. Go ahead and gather that. It's always good to have some cactus. A lot of books. Let's try and go up the spiral staircase here. What the heck is that? Death Tome. All right. Shooting bats is hard. Looks like I took some damage there. I think I got bit or something. These holes in the staircase are sort of rude. I like it. This is a tall place. Oh, the Twilight something or other. Well, this is disturbing. There appears to be some sort of trick to this fellow. Retreat and eat, maybe? So I'm going to take a moment, get my health back up. The guy was actually hurting me. I did notice that the shields that are floating around from him seem to be dropping. Possibly because I don't seem to be doing damage to him, but I wonder if he is damaging himself. We'll just heal up and get some more food out and then get back after him. Check the... yeah, we got plenty of charge on the old laser guns, so it should be fine. Let's get back up to full health here. So he would be quite nasty early in the game without good weapons and armor and the extra hearts that I have from nutrition. So that's an important safety tip for me if I do decide to come here again as a youngster in another playthrough. Alright, let's get back after this guy. Let's get back after this clown. Certainly don't want any looky-loos. We got him. Sweet. So yeah, I don't think I was damaging him until all of his shields went down, and I don't think I was knocking his shields down. I think his own bombs were knocking his shields down. All right. Well, that was exciting. That was actually a noticeably challenging fight compared to what I've been facing since getting my laser gun and armor. I've been feeling pretty tough, but I actually, if I hadn't been paying attention, I might have died in that fight. Guy's a big art fan. He has all the pictures up here. Sort of reminiscing. I think I remember back when these were added in the game. Let's see, is there anything else? There are definitely other wings to look at, so let's see what we can see here. Sort of expecting some chests or something, maybe. But maybe the boss is pretty much the only source of loot. Darkness. Lots and lots of books. I sort of want to get a look at these guys. Those look pretty cool. Do I have any more torches in my bag? Got so used to using the cave illuminator that I stopped paying attention to torches. Looks like I do not. Oh well. I'm guessing that's probably most of the excitement. I'm not seeing a lot else here. And at my late stage of the game, I'm not expecting to, get humongously useful stuff for me at this point. I recognize I've probably come here too late. But it's still pretty cool. I really like this music that's playing right now. I may have the music turned down so low that you guys can't hear it, but alright, we have vanquished some sort of Lich King thing, and the sad thing is that I'm not sure what he dropped, so I'll have to look what's in my ME system and possibly just look him up. Now I'm not worried so much about spoilers, so I'll look up the Naga and the witch guy and see what they drop, and then see if it's in my ME system. I like these firefly drawers. Are those craftable? Yes, a firefly and a glass bottle. Oops. Do not lose my pick. That would be bad. Let's steal a few of these. See if they still look good. I am in a biome called Firefly Forest. That's why there's so many of these. Well, there were a bunch of fireflies back in that that shrubbery maze that we saw the hostile wolves and the swarm spiders into. What's this? Anything interesting? Maybe yes, maybe no. Seems like sort of a good place for those crystals too. There seems to be a decent amount of them growing around. And with so many holes in the ground, at least back in the forest we started in, lots of caves, so it's easy to just peek in them and see if you see the glow of some Thaumcraft crystals. Just looking around a bit more since we're in a different biome than we started in. More holes in the ground. Sheep. Again, you wouldn't know it from looking at my base on this world now, but I do actually like to do some aesthetically pleasing stuff every once in a while. So I did have, I don't know what mod pack it was or what have you, but I was playing once and I decided I really liked the blue carpet. So I wanted to fill out my entire base with blue carpet. And I was in some mod pack that let you dye sheep. So I dyed my sheep blue. And do we want to go fight another Naga probably? This is probably a pretty long run time of a video, so maybe we'll just call it here. And now that I've seen the Naga and the Lich King, I'm going to look them up and see what they drop and see if I got anything interesting. And we'll come back next time. Open up my map. I don't know if the map auto-updates or if you have to open it every once in a while to get it to update. So let's check. Oops, let's check that out. Seems to be updated. So we got a lot more Naga around us. Can't tell if the thing off in that direction is a cave or something else. Looks different than the other white black outline things. Alright. I should call it. So I'm going to go home and, well, let's just go home right now. We'll peek in on our void miners. Because I don't know about you guys, but I'm basically just antsy to keep upgrading those. I want to get them to at least tier 2 with some speed upgrades. So we're up to, I guess I'm just going to keep this at tier 1 until I get enough litherite to upgrade the resource miner. Maybe. Or I should say enough, I guess I mean enough erodium to upgrade both. So what have I got going on here? I'm up to 27 mica, so that's plenty for getting to the next tier on both of these guys. So basically I'm looking for, how much erodium do I need? Let's see. So 6 blocks. And what about the tier 2 Void Thaumaturge robe? It looks sort of cool. So 6 blocks for each of the controllers, and then I think if I look here, 16 structure panels. I think I'll still have those because I've got 20 now on each of these, and I think you disassemble them. So it's 32 structure frames of tier 2 or better. So I think you can upgrade the structure frames. So structure frames, yeah, so I'll be upgrading them. I'll need to make, let's see, I have 24 in each structure, so I'll need to make 8 more frame tier 1s. And each of that is going to be 16 blocks of 10. So 8 times 16 is 120 some blocks more of 10 more per the ore miner, and then also again for the resource miner. And it's going to take 32 times 2, so 64 erodium crystals for each one. So we're looking for 12 blocks and then another 64 crystals on top of that. And we've got about 12 blocks to go. Yeah, ready? So we got a ways to go, but that's good. It'll allow me to just stop freaking out about upgrading those, even though that's what I'm totally interested in doing. And we'll go try to find, so I don't know if the Naga and the Lich King are 2 of the bosses, but I think they probably are. And we've killed 2 of them, so I think there's at least a couple more bosses. And we can go look for them next time. So that can be our next episode. And that's about it for this episode, which is probably like way over time. As long as it's under an hour, that's probably reasonable. So we got to see Twilight Forest for those of you who have never been there. You got to see it with me for my first time. I like it. I think the biomes are pretty. I think the firefly jars are cool. I like the fact that it's dim all the time, twilight-ish, and but there wasn't a lot of monsters spawning above ground. I think if I play another big mod pack like this, or an Enigmatica 2 Expert again, I will try to get a diamond ASAP and get over there for some mining and stuff. I want to get underground and see what it looks like there, see if the mining is better or more interesting than here. Probably between this episode and next, what I'll do is go back and go to that ravine that's right near my portal in and dig down to bedrock and make myself a little mining chamber down there and start doing some, bashing around with my hammer and exploratory mining and see if there's draconium down there and see what else is down there. I'll try to remember to turn on the camera and include it in the next episode if I run into any neat and interesting monsters down there. But if not, next time we will go look for more bosses in the Twilight while I wait for my erodium to get, a couple more stacks of erodium in the void ore miner. All right, enough babbling. Bye for now.